Today I'll be unboxing the S10e and I want to tell you the reasons why I picked this phone over the other two. Now I've been to the pre-briefing, that's about 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I've seen this phone already and I already locked my mind on this. In the box you do get, okay, you got your paperwork in there. You do get the phone itself. I got the blue one here. You get the travel or wall plug. You got your dongle to connect from USB-C to USB-A. You do get your charging cable and you get your AKG headphones, which is white. The main reason why I picked this phone is because of the size. Now it's a great size, it's really identical to the iPhone X, the regular iPhone, so it's really comfortable to use. I have really small hands, so this is a really great phone to use. It's just really comfortable. It's a good grip and I can easily use my thumb to pretty much reach everywhere on the screen. For the front-facing camera, the other models have a depth sensor, which I don't use at all. I don't really take selfies, so that's not much of a huge problem for me, so I don't care if I'm missing out on that. And we have the front ultrasonic fingerprint sensor on the other two models. Now, I've been using Face ID or Face Unlock for a very long time, and that is my primary way to get into a phone. Using a fingerprint sensor and a pin is my secondary way to get in. That's if I can't get in with my face. So I'll be using that first. The in-screen fingerprint sensor isn't a huge deal for me as well, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on too much. For a first impression, the minor complaint I had is the fingerprint sensor. I think it's a bit too high for my taste. I would have to reach for it if I were to use my thumb, or on my other hand, my left hand, I would have to use or have to reach again with my index finger to get to the fingerprint sensor. So I wish it was just a little bit lower. I think that would be the perfect spot for the fingerprint sensor. But of course I have smaller hands, so it's gonna be a problem for me, but if you have bigger hands, it's not gonna be a huge problem. Now moving on to the back, there's only two camera lenses. There's ultra wide and there's a regular wide camera lens. There's no telephoto lens, which I don't really care because I don't use it a lot. It's helpful when you're taking portrait pictures or when you need a little bit of reach. So I don't mind. I use the wide angle lens or the ultra wide angle lens way more than a telephoto lens. So I'm glad that they just have these two there. That's pretty much it. I think those are my main reasons why I picked this phone. And of course the price. It's $750, it's the cheapest one. And I think with that price being the cheapest one, they offered everything that a person like me needed in a phone. I think the only thing I'm missing is the battery life. I feel like this is a small battery versus the other two, which is something I wish I had more, but if the software runs really well with the hardware, I don't think it's gonna be a huge issue. Now moving on to some size comparisons, I do have the Pixel 2 here. I love using this size, and they're really identical with the S10e. The only difference is the Pixel 2 is just a little bit taller, very small difference. So they're both comfortable to use in the hands. Now, next up is the iPhone XR, which is the same price point. I'll be doing some comparisons with this in terms of like camera quality and of course a bunch of other phones I have here. You can tell there's a huge difference here. You can pretty much fit the S10e within the XR. So the XR is much bigger. Right off the bat, I can tell you that the S10e has a better screen in terms of resolution and just an overall better screen. And of course the back, there's only one camera lens versus two. So in terms of value, you're already getting a lot more value with the S10e than the iPhone XR. Now moving on to the Huawei Mate 20, this phone is huge compared to the S10e. As you can tell, you can totally fit this phone inside of it. In terms of usability, it's really hard to use with one hand, well, just to grip it, but they do have gestures that really helps, so I do like using this with one hand. So that was just a quick size comparison. I'll be doing more of those with the camera, software, and all that, so just stay subscribed. I'm gonna go set this up, and I'll see you guys later.